everybody, Love for Life Chaotic, bringing you guys a brand new deck profile. I know it's been a while, guys. I'm sorry. I had some computer issues and stuff, and it's just been a terrible past few weeks. And actually, for you guys, it's been more like a few months because I, for some reason, stopped uploading. I'm so sorry. Anyways, this is a deck that I've been working on quite a bit, having a lot of blast, having a blast with it, and it's something that I've been wanting to play ever since I was little. And I remember seeing this card in particular and being like, wow, that is stupid. And that is, of course, as you can tell from the video, the good old Merlion Heat Cannon. I got myself one a few months ago and have been tinkering around with a deck involving it, and I think I got a pretty decent build here. Fun enough, all my wins with it have been from not using the heat cannon, but just from sheer firepower with the Merlion's water attacks, but it's still been working pretty good. So let's get on to the deck profile. First and foremost, for your front line, up in the middle, I've been playing Nunkwern. Nunkwern's pretty good overall. He's a fluid morpher. Everybody in this deck is a fluid morpher because ideally you want to get up to those 50 counters pretty darn quick. And of course, Nunkwern, all his attacks count as fire and water no matter what. And he's got a revival effect too. He's just a really good fluid morpher overall. He's more battle focused than most other fluid morphers. And because we still gotta do battles, this really does help out a lot. And on him, I have my favorite battle gear for him, the good old Bodil's Energy Converter. So basically he gets fire 5 and water 5, and due to all of his attacks counting as fire and water, that means you're gonna be doing a crap ton of damage. Now the downside is if you do more than 25 damage while this card is flipped over, it flips face down, which isn't too much of an issue, but it still is a bit annoying. So you just gotta prepare for how you wanna go about it and do the math in your head on when you wanna do certain attacks and stuff. Moving on to either his right or left, it's up to you. We got Tirbayan. I don't know how to pronounce this. Tirbaleen. That's what I'm gonna roll with. I don't know if that's its correct thing, but I don't know. This is Cthulian like freaking naming. Anyway, so Tirbaleen is pretty cool. Again, another fluid morpher, has pretty decent stats and 50 energy, pretty good. Has some pretty cool effects too. So basically you can pay to target an attack, and it counts as a water attack. So if, like, for instance, you're dueling against a Lord Von Bloot deck or something, you know, and your opponent get rid of your freaking water element, you can treat that attack. Well, no, that doesn't sound right. That would work. Anyway, so it still makes it where you can treat things as water attacks, which can be a bit interesting, and combos with her other effect, where a target water attack deals 0 damage, which takes 6 music counters. So that takes quite a while. That does lead to some funny shenanigans, like, oh, you can turn your opponent's attack into a water attack and cast another 6 to make it 0. I don't know why I thought the Lord Von Bloot thing worked, but it just dawned on me that no, it doesn't, because you still don't have an element. Can you tell I'm half asleep? Okay, so next up we got Torrent Crinth. For her battle gear, it just basically gives her water 5. I mean, not much more than that, you know, more damage, yay. Then we got the first of 2 Phlegomps. He's going to be up front, and then the other one is going to be in the back, well, not back, but in the middle. So, and then on both of these guys, I have good old Mephidian Baldir Flutes on my Phlegomps. Now, the thing with Phlegomp is that he basically is your main way of getting to your locations. So, for those who don't know, Phlegomp has 3 really good effects. So first and foremost, obviously he's a fluid morpher, and then he can pitch off 1 music counter to look at the top card of a target location deck. You can look at your own or your opponent's. You can get rid of another one, put the top card of target location deck on the bottom of that deck, or you can pay 2 music counters to also make your opponent reveal a new active location. Really good effects overall. It lets you kind of cycle through your locations a bit better. Ideally, you're going to be using it on you, not your opponent. But hey, if your opponent has a really annoying location up right now, you can use any of his 3 effects to just kind of screw over with that, or you can screw over what your opponent's going to get next time. Really good card overall. I really like this card. I feel like he's made directly for heat cannon decks, because he does help you get to your heat cannon a bit faster. And then also in the back we have M-Swap. So MSWA is pretty cool. He's a fluid morpher like everybody else, as I said. He's got a little bit lower HP, which is why I put him in the back. Otherwise, I'd have both my Phlegomps in the back, but that's beside the point. And then also, MSWA has a pretty annoying effect for your opponent. You can pitch off 4 Muja counters off of him to target one creature your opponent controls, or you control too if you want to be silly like that. And that creature loses a element of your choice. Pretty good effect. It's a bit costly, but I mean, you're playing a fluid morpher deck, it's gonna, you don't really care about your Muja counters, you're gonna get more anyways. As with all the other effects, I think I've stated this already, but you generally try not to want to use them unless like you really need to, because you want to hit those 50 counters as soon as possible to win the game, but I digress. And then because I can't find another Torrent Crypt, I have him equipped with the Double Edge, which basically acts as a Torrent Crypt, but also gives him Recklessness 5. It's a bit annoying, I know, but oh well. I can't find, I have oodles upon oodles of commons, and I can't find certain commons sometimes. I really got to get like a binder and put all my good commons in a binder. Finally, for the far back, we have good old Sir Ilion. Sir Ilion, Cyril Eon. I don't know how you... Again, Cthulian. So he's a fluid morpher. You can pay 4 to spell target non-Marillion Mujic, and then you can pay 5, play a Mujic card in your opponent's discard pile of any tribe without paying its Mujic cost, then remove that card from the game. Really, really evil card. Just steal your opponent's Mujic, negate their Mujic, do mean stuff to your opponent's Mujic, and your opponent in general, more than likely. Really, really obnoxious card. And to prevent it from getting just killed by a cannon of casualty first turn, I have him equipped with the Weightless Energy Vessel. This basically makes it where you can't be targeted by cards. Well, by Mujic cards. You can still be targeted by effects, but no Mujic. So don't have to worry about him getting killed by burn. So yeah, that's just kind of helpful. And oh yeah, Weightless Energy Vessel starts the game flipped to face up, so awesome. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. For second Earth, I did one of my Phlegomps was underneath the other one. I'm like, wait, what? That was only 5. So for the attacks, we got 2 Dillers of Dooms. One of my personal favorite water attacks. It does, it's going to be doing at least 10 damage most of the time and dropping your opponent's courage down by 25. Really good overall. 2 Rage of Ions, 5 base, 5 water, but since none of our dudes are chieftains, we won't get that extra 10 damage, but however, with all the other water boosting, it's still pretty good, and it's a 1-drop too. It's just a really good 1-drop, 10 damage. 2 Riptide, basically another Dillers of Doom, really, but for a lower cost. 2 Morphraph. This is a really interesting card, and I've always wanted to play it in a deck, but like, you don't, in other Marillion decks, you don't battle with a lot of fluid morphers too much. So, Morphraph, basically, it's a 1-drop, 0 base damage, 5 water, and then it does a challenge for Mujic counter. So, challenge 1, 5 damage, 3, another 5 damage, 5, another 5 damage. So, if you have a crap ton of Mujic counters on your creature, at minimum, you're going to be getting, what, 20 damage with this card. If you're going to get to the, well, maximum, I should say, maximum is 20 damage. Minimum is going to be 5, but you know what I mean. 2 Think Rays, yeah, it's not a water attack, but we can treat it as one thanks to good old Tyr Balin. Or if you're using it with your also wonderful Nunkwern, you're going to get that water damage in. 2 Sleet Slide, it's 5 water damage. Inner Flood, yeah, sure, it doesn't do any damage itself, but thanks to all of our water boosting, it will. 2 Flood Force, I mean, kind of goes without saying there. 1 Liquescent Swirl. I'm not a big fan of the stat loss 0 build point cards too much, especially not with Marillions because they rely so heavily underwater, so I'm only playing 1 of it. 1 Tidal Surge, because it's just another water attack that has 0 build points. 1 Rain Spears. I kind of want to try and fit in another one, but it's got some things. So it's a 10 base, 10 water, and then if you have at least Wisdom 60, you do another 10 damage. That's a grand total of 30 whopping damage. Really scary. And of course, probably the best water attack in the game, Super Cold Rain. 15 base, 25 water, and then your opponent has to get rid of 4 Mujic counters. Really, really dirty attack card. Heck, I'd almost argue it's like one of the best attacks in the game, but I don't know. Anyway, so for our locations, the storm tunnels, hey, bonus water damage is always fun, and dropping down your opponent's, let's see here. Oh wait, so, yeah, sorry, creatures with air get 10 energy. That's not so concerning. I mean, if we're doing against a Mepedian deck, it's kind of annoying, but hey, bonus water damage is always fun. 2 Mount Pillar Reservoirs, Nathuar's Foothold. Again, it's just like, it's not so much for the activated effect, but basically getting an extra water 5 from Railrands and minions is great. Then we got the good old Heat Cannon. Heat Cannon is amazing. So, it's also the only alternate win condition in Chaotic, which is incredibly intriguing. So, Heat Cannon, boy, this card. Its initiative is Music Counters, sacrifice 50 Music Counters, win the game. Any player may play this ability. The Music Counters do have to be Music Counters you own, and this card is really good. It's a bit scary though if you're doing against like a Nadrin, like a deck that has Nadrin Fluidmorphous Foe in it, because considering how fast Nadrin racks up Music Counters, because he gets one every time you get one, you can just, he can win. With one attack, while yes, you get 6 Music Counters on 6 different creatures, he gets 6 Music Counters on 1 creature. And that makes for some scariness. Next up we got Invisible Walls. Its effects aren't all that great, so overall, except for the simple fact that attacks deal 10 less damage from Railrands and minions. 1 good old Riverlands, Arachnop's Foothold. I would probably play 2 if I had to, but I only got 1. So basically this card, you know, you just take 5 less damage for your Morelians. Good old Foothold, Assault Trench. Initiative is Wisdom, which is what Morelians really excel at. And then if all creatures player controls are the same tribe, they do 5 more damage. Really cool. We're all Morelians here, so that's always awesome. And then good old Rapasak, the Condensation Ceremony. Really annoying card. Initiative is Earth. And then with creatures without water cannot spend music counters to play music or abilities. So if your opponent is playing like a Mepedian deck or an Underworld deck and they don't have water, which those two generally don't, they're kind of screwed. Then 1 Everrain for the bonus damage overall. Then for the music, I mean, it gets some good music from Morelians. First and foremost, we got Intimidating Melody of Mar, just to kind of screw over what our opponent's doing with their stat checks and stuff. The Swartborn Battle Song, really good card for just healing and stuff and all that, if I remember right. Yeah, you get a lot of healing and stuff. It's a great card overall. Cadence Class, just, you know, negation. Fun card. Really wish I had 2, but I don't. I only have 1, and I can't find any online. It's driving me nuts. 1 Carnivore's Keening for healing, and then of course 1 Symphonic Pelagic. Oh god, Symphonic Pelagic Mare Song. Music and abilities may not be played. Really just dirty card for screwing over your opponent. You gotta be careful about when you want to use it because it does affect you as well. Just really mean card overall. And that's the deck profile, guys. What do you guys think of my build? I've been tinkering around with it a lot. I have a lot of fun with it. Again, like, you know, Morelians are my favorites. I love pretty much any version of the deck I play. So guys, what do you guys think? Thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be on the lookout for more. I'm going to start trying to really upload more on here. And not just re-uploads of my old videos from my main channel. And have a great day. If you have any ideas, recommendations, or concerns, or just comments in general, please comment down below. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. Peace out and goodbye.